Hi guys, welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog and welcome to another Advent Calendar. This time we have a fragrance focused Advent Calendar. This is Jo Malone. It's not massive but it's quite chunky, as you can see. I do like the design of it. It's actually quite elegant, just a simple black ribbon and the facade of the building in front and around pretty much. I'm going to start unboxing this in a minute, but before I do, just the regular stuff. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and please remember about our giveaway. The link to the giveaway, you'll find it in above my head, somewhere here, and also in the description box below. Okay, so let's not waste any more time and have a look what's inside. So it looks like this. It's a 24-day Advent calendar, as you can see. It's 24. It smells lovely. Just, opening it kind of makes it smell lovely. And so my hopes for this Advent calendar are that there will be no fillers, because the fillers are the worst thing that can happen in an Advent calendar. All the smelly stuff I can accept, like my favorites are the fragrances and the candles, obviously. The shower gels and shower like body balms or whatever, these are my second choice, I guess. And I hate the fillers. I just hate fillers, so I'm really hoping not to find anything like that in here. But I'm being realistic, and I know that these things happen even in the most expensive Advent calendars. Okay, so let's start with number one, which is here. And the cool thing is that we actually have like a little booklet in each, I don't know if it's going to be in each drawer, but it's in the first one. Also, look how cute it looks inside. So we have a pine and eucalyptus candle, which is not really, it's not my favorite type of fragrance, to be honest. But it's quite calming. I think I'm actually put it on my night table and use it when I want to go to sleep to calm myself down a little bit. Because it's that type of fragrance for me. So this little booklet, actually, I just had a quick sneak peek. This actually tells you all the content of this Advent calendar, so I'm actually not going to look now. So yeah, that was door number one. So let's move on to number two. Number two is here. So here we have a fragrance, and this is Honeysuckle and DAVANA, I think, but I might be wrong with the pronunciation. And it says, our happy flora was inspired by the great British countryside. The scent of English honeysuckle was recreated using special technology at Westonbirt, the National Arboretum in Cotswold. Mouthful. Anyway, I do love honeysuckle, so let me just have a sniff. This one is just gorgeous. Not a winter's fragrance for me. I'll personally use it like around like spring or summer, one of those days, when it's like warmer and sunnier. But yeah, I mean, I like that one for sure. Number three is here. And what do we have in this one? Is it another fragrance? Yes, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's a wild bluebell body and hand wash. Okay, so it's one of those actually items that I'm not really too excited about. I'm going to have a quick sniff because why not? It has a very delicate floral scent to it. So again, in my personal opinion, this is perfect for spring. Not even summer, spring, I would say, because it's like a very delicate floral scent. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for some more Christmassy stuff. So far we had this pine and eucalyptus, which I'm assuming is Christmassy. It's just not my favorite. But yeah, we're on number three, number four now. So we have another fragrance, and this is wood, sage, and sea salt, and I know this fragrance and I love it. So the booklet says, sea salt is a powerful multitasker, traditionally used to soothe aching muscles, treat skin conditions, and flavor our food. We like ours best when paired with earthy aromatic wood sage as a part of our spirited signature cologne. Yeah, I mean, I love this one. This actually smells gorgeous. I mean, it's a little bit woody, but like a very delicate, and I would just say that this is a scent that actually stays close to your skin, so it's nothing like too overpowering. It's nothing that you would actually cause other people to have like a headache or anything like this. But yeah, it's just I think it's one of my favorite Jo Malone fragrances, so I'm really happy to find it here. Number 5 is here, and we have another fragrance. Oh my god, I'm so happy, you know. The more fragrances I have, the happier I am. Even if some of them are just not like really 100% me, I still love to get new fragrances. So this is a Mir and Tonka Cologne Intense, and it says our Cologne Intense collection travels the world collecting treasured ingredients to create an unexpected scent. This scent really captures the spirit of the desert as well as the feeling of long journeys to distant lands. Global head of fragrance Celine Roux on the wonders of Mir and Tonka. These were her words apparently. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is a little bit masculine, I'll probably say, but for me, this is like a perfect unisex fragrance. So it's one of those like sultry, sexy fragrances with this like deep, dark notes to them. So definitely for me, in my personal opinion, if it's used by a woman, it's like a perfect night out fragrance when you want to feel like powerful. Number 6 is over there. Let me just put it a little bit closer because my hands are not that long. And we have another candle. So we have a Peony and Blush Suede candle, and it's like a very nice floral scent, but actually I wouldn't say that this is 100% a spring or summertime fragrance, even though it's floral. It has this like a warm, like cozy note to it. So I think this could actually go well in like autumn time maybe. So yeah, that's actually quite interesting. And it says, the booklet says, what could be more delightful than the glow of one fragrant candle? Create a unique scent for your festivities with a cluster in different scents and sizes. That's such a great idea, like layering. This one goes particularly well with the pomegranate noir. Together they create a luxurious and sensual mood. Number 7 is this one here. And I think I have another fragrance. Oh my god. I mean, no fillers so far. And so many fragrances. I'm actually quite happy with it so far. So here we have a pomegranate noir, but this is a cologne. I do love this fragrance too. I don't really want to repeat myself and sound like I'm crazy or something, but this is again one of my favorite Jo Malone fragrances. So this is a very feminine, fruity scent. I think this is one of those scents that actually most people will probably at least like. So number 8, I just need to pull it a little bit closer to open that drawer. And here we have, oh my god, I think we have another fragrance. So this is Dark Amber and Ginger Lily Cologne Intense. The intense versions are in a black bottle. And it says, party season calls for something dark and distinctive. Enter Dark Amber and Ginger Lily, our essential Cologne Intense. Feeling generous? Why not surprise a friend with a pre-Christmas treat just because they deserve it? So this is like this deep, sensuous fragrance, but it has this freshness to it. Like the kind of note that you would actually associate with like clean clothing. So that's actually quite interesting. In this area, it kind of reminds me of Versace Crystal Noir. I mean, I know it's a completely different fragrance, completely different notes, but again, very sexy, very dark and deep fragrance, but that freshness thing, you know, that's actually quite unexpected, but I like it. So number 9 is here, and there we go, another fragrance. This is so good. I think so far this calendar is winning with the Diptyque Advent Calendar because it doesn't have those like filler items. It's just fragrances, candles, and I think one body wash so far. So yeah, so far so good. And we have Poppy and Barley cologne. Okay, that's not something I've tried, but that sounds really interesting. It says a colorful outfit needs a colorful scent to accompany it. Who better than our leading lady Poppy and Barley? Add a dash of color and a touch of cocooning warmth to your festive celebration. Spritz our inviting floral over your signature cologne. So yeah, it's actually quite cool because this is like a very lightweight floral scent, but they actually suggest to layer this with more festive fragrances, which is cool. I mean, I do want to try that. I want to try some mixing of these fragrances. I think this might actually work out quite well, because these fragrances are like, I wouldn't say they're simple, because they're not like super simple, but they're not like, they don't really have that many notes, so I think they're perfect for layering. So number 10 is up here. Okay, I am surprised because it's not a candle. It's Blackberry and Bay Body Cream. I love Blackberry and Bay fragrance. Again, I'm not saying this is my favorite, but I just like it. So we have a cream, body cream, which is quite actually cool because it's not tiny. It's 50 mils. This is a fragrance body cream, so you don't really need that much. Okay, I just exploded all over. Anyway, yes, you don't need that much to just put it on your body. I'll just try to use it on my hands now. Yeah, it smells lovely. It smells just like blackberry and bay leaves. Number 11, again, I have to just pull it a little bit closer to myself. I think we have another fragrance. I'm really happy. Yes, another fragrance. I'm really impressed with this advent calendar. And another one I like, this is Velvet Rose and Oud. Now that I have this cream on my hands, it's very difficult to open anything. As for rose fragrances, I'm not a massive fan of rose as a single note, but I do like those mixes with something heavier. I do rose with coffee, rose with oud, rose with like all the woody fragrances. Actually makes quite a nice combination. Yeah, so definitely this is another fragrance I was actually waiting for. And this is actually something, this is like a all year round fragrance. You can use it in spring and summer, in my personal opinion, because of rose mostly, and because of that oud note. You can use it in winter too, so perfect fragrance for any time. So number 12 is here, and we're halfway through now, and I guess we have another fragrance, and this is Wild Bluebell Cologne. And our booklet, our tiny booklet, says our colognes are the best applied to pulse points. I mean, obviously, right? Target warm areas where veins are close to the surface as scent is stimulated by heat. The wrist and neck behind the earlobes, the back of knees and the midriff are the great place to spritz your favorite fragrance. So this little booklet actually tells you a little bit of the fragrances you find here, of the main notes, but sometimes it just tells you like a tip how to use a certain product. So a very delicate floral, perfect for, in my personal opinion, again, perfect for spring. Number 13 is here. And we have something different. I think it's another shower gel. Oh, it's purple. This is Red Roses Body and Hand Wash. So yeah, it smells of roses. It's not bad, but as I said, I do prefer rose mixed with something. So if we have to have something that smells like roses only, I'm glad it's a body and hand wash gel. But who knows, we might actually find something else from that fragrance line. We'll see. Number 14 is just here next to me. And this is going to be another fragrance, I reckon. And we have Oud and Bergamot. So again, this is a perfect unisex fragrance. Maybe even more masculine than feminine. I don't mind. I love oud. Pretty much all the oud fragrances. I think I swallowed a little bit of that perfume. Anyway, I love oud because of that bergamot note. It kind of makes it more masculine. I still love it. It's just gorgeous. So I just had a look in the booklet, and this is actually a masculine fragrance. It says that treat the man who has everything to the hypnotic, alluring notes of oud and bergamot. Bright and sparkling bergamot mingles with the rich depths of oud. The result, an intense woody scent to spritz all year round. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a masculine fragrance. Sometimes I use masculine fragrances if I find them feminine enough for me. I don't know if it makes sense or not, but this is actually gorgeous. I might give it to Robert, but I'm not sure yet. I need to test it on my skin first. I might share it with him. We'll see. Number 15, another one next to me, and another one that is quite heavy. So this is a candle like this. Yes, it's a candle, and this is green tomato leaf. That sounds interesting. This is so cool. It actually smells like tomato leaf. Yes, I mean, that's so unexpected. I wouldn't really expect something that smells like tomato leaf. I would probably actually keep this candle for summer, because for me, it is kind of like a summery scent. I can't really imagine this around Christmas period. But this is actually really interesting fragrance, but interesting in a good way, because sometimes I say something is interesting if I don't have anything good to say about this product. But this is actually nice, but just so different. Number 16 is here. So we have a lime, basil and mandarin, and I do like this fragrance too. I mean, this is quite unique because of this basil mostly. It's just different. Again, this is a perfect unisex fragrance. I couldn't even say if it's more masculine or feminine. It's just different. So yeah, I like it. Number 17 is here, and here we have Tuberose Angelica. And yeah, this is going to be quite interesting because I'm not a massive fan of tuberose. Sometimes I like it, but it just depends on how it like mixed with the other notes. So I'm really curious about this one. I already have like a headache because I sprayed so many fragrances around it. So yeah, we still have some more to go. We'll see. So okay, this is not the worst tuberose I've ever tried. It's not the best. It's tuberose, quite like obviously. It's quite distinctive here. So for me, and I think for many actually people, tuberose seems like a very adult fragrance, I would say, or mature even. Not really the type of fragrance I would choose for myself, but maybe if I layer this with something, it will actually create something nice. So yeah, we'll see. Number 18 is over there. Oh god, I just have problems with like taking things out of this thing. What is this? The shape is actually quite unexpected here. Okay, so we have a hand cream. Lime, basil and mandarin hand cream. This is 15 mils, so like a perfect handbag size. Definitely something I need quite a lot these days. I just love to have like a really nice hand creams in my bags so that I can use them whenever I'm out. Not that I go out so often recently, but I still use them a lot. So yeah, number 19 is here, and I think we have another fragrance. So here we have English Pear and Freesia, and for me, this is one of those fragrances I'm not a massive fan of. Again, I might actually try and layer this with something, but as a fragrance itself, it's just not really me. It's too like fresh and fruity, I would say, and too, I don't know, there's like too much acidity for my liking. I would describe it this way. I mean, for me, it's too acidic. But the booklet says our English Pear and Freesia cologne is loved the world over and can always be relied upon to add a golden touch. It pairs well with many other scents from our collection. Try spreading it over your favorite to add soft fruity notes and a mellow sensuous freshness. That's actually a good idea. I'm going to try and layer this with something else, and the results might be amazing. Who knows? Worth trying for sure. So let's move on to number 20, which is here. And we have another candle, I think. So this is Sweet Almond and Macaroon candle. Oh my god, I do love gourmandy fragrances. Oh, yes, that's definitely something I love around Christmas. It just smells pretty much as it's described here. It smells like sweet almond and macaroon. Lovely fragrance. So number 21 now. We're near the end. And here we have another cologne. And this is Blackberry and Bay. So as I mentioned before, I do like this fragrance. It just smells lovely. I have it on my hands now. So I'm actually quite happy that we have a little fragrance from this scent. 22, the last one over there. And here we have a Vetiver and Golden Vanilla Cologne Intense. And the booklet says Vetiver and Vanilla play with each other so well because they have commonalities as well as contrasts. They're both addictive and smoky, but Vetiver is much drier and earthy, while Vanilla is deeper, textured and comforting. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely my type of scent. I do love that sweet vanilla mixed with like something more edgy. So definitely one of my favorites in this advent calendar. Number 23. So this is the last but one. So here we have a Peony and Blush Suede Cologne, and as it was mentioned before, I can actually try and layer this with the Pomegranate Noir fragrance. So I'm going to try it for sure, because the scent itself, the Peony and Blush Suede, is a little bit too springy for me around that time, but you know, let's just try some layering. Let's see how it will actually come out. And now we have to move to the day number 24, which is the last day here. And let's have a look what's in here. So Christmas Eve, it's something different here. It's not a fragrance, it's not a candle. So here we have a English Pear and Freesia soap. I personally like the traditional soap. I use it quite a lot, but I think for some people this might actually come as a disappointment, having a bar of soap in the day number 24. I personally don't mind. So there's one more thing in here, and this is like a proper Christmas Eve gift, at least in my personal opinion. And this is actually a complimentary 30 ml cologne with your next purchase online or in store to continue the decadent celebrations into New Year. So you can actually get a free fragrance from Jo Malone, and this is redeemable from 1st January till the 28th of February. And while stock lasts. Okay, that's actually really cool. I'm definitely going to use it. I don't know what to choose now. I'll have to just think what fragrance to choose for myself, but this is actually the best gift I think in this advent calendar. So that's everything. This is the Jo Malone 2020 advent calendar fully unboxed. What do you think, guys? So I personally really like the fact that there are so many fragrances in this advent calendar. I could maybe use a little bit more candles, but I'm not complaining at all. I do love the fact that there are no fillers, those like additional items like body balms and stuff. There were only a couple of them, one of them being actually like a proper body balm, 50 ml, which is quite nice, and a hand cream. That's something that actually excites me quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, the only thing I wouldn't put the soap in the day number 24. That's the only but from me. But anything else was really great. I mean, I do love the fact that I have a very nice collection of Jo Malone fragrances at the moment. And I do love the fact that I get to choose one free fragrance in the new year. So thank you very much for watching. Please let me know what you think about this advent calendar down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'm going to see you very soon. Bye!